Trump threatened to strike Iran's power plants and give Iran a deadline, 26th March. But then he didn't. Instead, he framed a 15-point plan to end the war in Middle East. Iran rejected it and put forth its own conditions. And then Trump gave Iran another deadline, 10 days, meaning April 6th. As per Trump, it was done after Iran was being beat to shit and was begging for a deal. Now, this might look like a step back, but the reality might be different. Even as the deadline is being pushed, the military deployment has not stopped yet. The US continues to build up its presence in the Middle Eastern region, preparing multiple options from targeted airstrikes to a broader escalation. There are even discussions around the possibility of a ground invasion if the situation worsens. So, some analysts are thinking it's no longer about warnings, it's about preparations. The question in everybody's mind right now is Trump buying time to prepare for a military action? Now, at the center of all of this is Iran's energy network. Power plants, export hubs, and critical infrastructure are at potential targets. The idea is to apply maximum pressure by hitting the economic backbone of the country without immediately committing to a full-scale war. Speculations are mounting that US may be preparing a ground operation targeting Iran's Karg Island. The deployment of thousands of troops, including units from the 82nd Airborne Division and 5,000 Marines, has intensified these concerns. Iran has already indicated that if its energy infrastructure is attacked, it could respond by escalating further, including targeting shipping routes or disrupting the Strait of Hormuz even more. Iranian media reports also suggest that Iran may open a new front in Bab el-Mandeb Strait if attacks are carried out on its territory or islands. This too is one of the world's most critical shipping routes that connects the Red Sea to the Gulf of Aden and Arabian Sea. Meanwhile, Iran has moved additional troops and air defense systems to Karg Island, including shoulder-fired missile systems. And as per Iranian media, quoting a military official, 1 million fighters are ready to battle with the US. So, militarily, what are Trump's options? Now, Trump has said that he wants to end this war quickly and he does not know how it's going to happen though. While Trump says that talks with Iran are going well, Iran has rejected his peace plan and it does not want to give up its sovereignty and military capabilities. Several countries are willing to act as an intermediary, but Iran has also said that any dialogue via an intermediary should not be considered a negotiation with the United States. So a dialogue seems to have failed as of now. Other options require boots on ground, and that is not very ideal for the US or Iran. First option is capturing the Karg Island, which handles roughly 90% of Iran's crude imports. Second, invading Larak, an island that helps Tehran maintain its vice-like grip over the Strait of Hormuz. Third, seizing the strategic island of Abu Musa and two nearby islands which are located near the Hormuz's western entrance. And last, ground invasion deep inside Iran to secure nuclear material buried within facilities struck by the US and Israel. A geostrategist from UAE has also posted about a ground invasion on Saturday. He said that this Saturday will not pass quietly, it will be marked and remembered. Now, here's where things get more interesting. Trump's decision to extend the deadline came 11 minutes after the stock market ended one of its worst days in this year. Trump announced the extension of the deadline and the market sentiment improved and crude also saw a decline. So the question is, will Trump send troops to Iran, or is it just another taco moment from the President of the United States?
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.